Can I just say the theme song for Community, the TV show, is fire. I love that song so much. I just started watching Community last week. I tried to, venture into it. I watched the first two episodes, and let me just tell you, the first two episodes suck. I think they're complete shit. You know what? I'm going to start taking more firm stances on stuff. Usually I'm a little wishy-washy, like, it's okay. It's okay. It could go either way. No, enough of that. We're going to take harsh stances on stuff. Except the ends of words. Those are still going to be pretty loosey-goosey, it looks like. But the first two episodes of Community, I can't even talk. The first two episodes of Community, complete shit. But I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine because the final season is coming out, season 8. So they put the first two episodes of season 8 on Hulu. So I was watching that naturally, and I got up to put my dishes away, and I came back, and Hulu, look at you, you smart little dog, you. They got autoplay on, and they were like, "Hey, you were watching Community earlier. You want to pick up where you left off?" But I was putting dishes away, so I didn't have a say in the matter, And it just started playing the third episode of Community, and I was like, you know what? I'm already at the dining table. Let's do it. You know what? I haven't had dessert yet. This is perfect. This is actually what I'll watch with my dessert. The third episode of Community. And I watched it, and I really liked it. It won me over. When you get into a show and you start like caring about certain characters, that's what the third episode did to me. The first two, I was like, any one of these characters be killed off, and I'd be like, well, that's, great. One less dialogue I have, one less voice I have to listen to, less work on my end. Perfect. But by episode 3, I was like, oh my God, I like these characters. This is great. I love the story. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you get really like into each character. I mean, this is any TV show. You get into each of the characters. And that's what episode 3 did to me. And now I love it. I think the theme song is fucking amazing. It's just, I look forward to listening to it every time. Now it's getting like shorter and shorter, which kind of sucks. But I watched what did I say? Episode 3 was just a few days ago, right? So now I am on episode 21. Oh, Garv, did you have a YouTube video up this week? No, I didn't. What a coincidence. The two events couldn't be related. Nope, not at all. No. No, I don't know. It's been a weird week. I don't think the Community watching was the reason I haven't posted. It certainly didn't help. Those are a lot of man hours that just flew out the window. But it's been a weird week for me. I feel like the last week has been really weird. And it's weird to say this because how can you predict this? You fortune teller or, narcissist? I feel like the next 3 weeks are really going to suck. You ever get that where you're like, I know that this next period in time is going to blow. I feel that. And it's, am I doing something to actively try to combat that? I don't think so. But you know what? No, I am. I'm going to take it day by day. I'm just going to keep the head down, just plow through. What's up? Lights off, head down, plow through. Reminds me. What's up? What's he talking about? Anyways, yeah, I think just taking it day by day because I don't, what is so hard about these 3 weeks? There's just a lot of conversations that need to be had, which sucks. And there's just a lot of work to be done, which sucks. And I'm not talking about work. I'm just talking about like, there's so much like YouTube and everything that's not just watching a TV show is work, like what else? Like what's something that's fun but still work? No, that's not. It's for fun. I was going to say reading books, but I like reading books. Unless you ask me, do I like reading? Then I will be like, nope, I don't. I don't read. But then I'm a closeted book reader. I always grew up not liking books, being like books are stupid. But now I'm a little. Nope. I had a phrase that I'm not gonna say. Nope. I'm a patron of the page, and I can only read books that are, tangible. I can't do this online stuff. Get your nooks and your crannies and your Kindles out of here. You know what I'm saying? Enough of that. I want to feel it. I want to have that textual experience. I want to have textual relations with my books. And I just don't think these nooks and Kindles can get you quite that friction you need to have textual relations. Let me finish my sentence there. Oh, almost caught my breath. But what can I talk about, huh? What is something I can talk about? I have plenty of notes. I haven't read off my notes in a while, but I feel like my notes won't give me much mileage. So let me give you a little update on me, huh? Well, not really an update, but let me let you into a little window into Gauruv's life. I cried 3 times this week. Well, no, it's so bold of me to say I cried 3 times this week because I didn't. I teared up. Here's the thing. When I say I cry, it's not like I'm sobbing. Like, I only sob once every 1 to 2 years. Like, that's really when you get the waterworks blowing out. That's when you got to call a plumber because it's like, whoa, put on the water shoes or the duck feet, that scuba divers wear. I only sob, really get it flowing, Niagara Falls up in this, once every couple of years, which is that healthy? I don't know, but it feels amazing when it happens. But I get choked up a lot. Like, I am on the verge of tears frequently, a few times a week. No, it comes and goes. Like this last week, pretty high intensity week. It happened 3 times. And you're probably like, oh my God, Gauruv, did something in your personal life happen? Oh my goodness. No, it didn't. It's actually, I don't know if I'm proud or if I'm embarrassed about the things I teared up to. And actually, the reason I feel comfortable saying cried and not teared up is because there was a little bit of runnage, a little bit of surface runoff on the cheek region. I don't know if you guys studied biology, 9th grade, but yeah, we got a little surface runoff here. And let me take you through each instance. So two of them are fine. 2 of them can be accounted to the same thing. It was the season finale of Star Wars Clone Wars Bad Batch, this show, and there were things that happened, and I teared up twice. I don't think alone that those made me tear up, but they were the catalyst to the already kinetic energy that was bubbling under the surface, Like I was a simmering chili waiting to explode, and then some events in the finale really made me pop, you know what I'm saying? And then we got chili everywhere, and I'm like, oh God, get this chili off my face. So that was that. Those were 2 of the times when I got really choked up. Your jaw feels real tight. Your chin starts jutting forward. You get a headache, but it's just the right amount of pressure. Oh, it's the best feeling. And then getting that release. Oh. The third time, those are the first 2 times. The third time is a little more embarrassing. It's this one, so those ones I'm like, okay, whatever. I got involved with these animated characters. I started getting real attached to them and stuff. Not that one died. I don't want to spoil anything. No one died, whatever. Or maybe someone did die. I don't want to say either way. But that makes sense. I got into a TV show and my emotions didn't get the best of me. They just took place because emotions are a real thing. The third time, if anything's going to be called embarrassing, it's the third time. And this, we really got to set the stage. And this one begins a week ago. I'm recording this right now. It is 10:51 p.m. on Sunday. So if you're watching this or listening to this the day it came out, this was recorded last night. Cool. So a week ago, last Sunday, I was going home to Roseville, California, and I didn't really eat much that day. I was doing a lot of work, so I don't really, when I do a lot of work, I don't eat because my body is like, well, you don't need to eat because I get so laser focused on my tasks that I need to do that all my bodily functions are like, we're good, just take care of it, which is, probably extremely unhealthy, but it's what happens to me. I'm like, have I peed? It's been 6 hours. I've been drinking just water. And then I don't eat. Like that Sunday, all I ate was, I got this, I don't know if you guys ever go to, Raley's or Big Eagle. Is that what it's called in Ohio? God damn, I don't remember. But you guys go to a grocery store supermercado. They got these like variety cheesecakes. It's like a mini cheesecake variety one where it's like cherry and then two different chocolate ones, and you're kind of like, I don't get the difference between you, but you do kind of get the difference between them. One's more fudgy, one's more ingrained chocolate, and then you got the original cheesecake. Those are usually the four flavors. Well, I got one of those, and I ate one slice of a chocolate part, and that was all I ate that Sunday. So to drive back to Roseville, 45-minute drive or whatever, I didn't want to just be on this empty stomach. It was like 10 p.m. at this point, I feel. So I was like, okay, well, let's get a little bite, a little grub. And if you're a listener to this podcast, you know what my options are. 10 p.m. and you're in Davis, where is Gauruv going to go? Either In-N-Out or Jack in the Box. And because I hate myself, I went to Jack in the Box. And so I went to Jack in the Box and I was like, this is great. It'll just be quick. Like what kind of naive idiot am I? It'll be quick. Jack in the Box, same sentence. Who is this guy? Get him out of here. He doesn't know things. But I go there foolishly thinking, oh, this will be quick. And I'm in a line of maybe like 5 cars. And already, it takes so long. It took so long that I saw these 2 guys pull up in a car with no windows, which is terrifying at 10 p.m. These guys pull up in a car with no windows. And it's like, oh, did they roll them down? No, you could see they were all broken. And they go up to a parking spot. They both get out of the car. And I was like, well, why do I keep doing this to myself? This is similar to the Seth Rogen's movie. This is the end right here. But these 2 guys get out of this car with broken windows. One's just fully covered in duct tape. And they just scratch a bunch of lottery tickets, a bunch of lotto tickets. They just spent about 10 minutes scratching them, got back in the car and left. So, I was stuck in this drive-through, I think for 30 to 40 minutes. I'm never going to learn. I'm just going to keep going back foolishly. But when I was watching these guys, do the lotto tickets, that whole time I was in front of the speaker, in front of the ordering mic, whatever you call it, the megaphone, I don't know, the receiver for all my electrical engineers out there. They had the transmitter and the receiver. And for those 10 minutes, I was in front of there and no one said anything to me. So then I finally order and I could tell, something's up, something's going on here. And I finally get to the window after a swift 50 minutes. No, it's probably 30 minutes. And the lady in the drive-through window is like, well, it was weird. She just opened the window and then she stared at me. And I was holding my credit card and I felt like she opened the window, stared at me, and I was like, there was no spoken word, right? But I knew through that stare, I was like, oh, the ball's in my court. In this social interaction right here, the ball's in my court. I got to make a move. So I was like, hi, I haven't paid yet. And then she went, oh, you were the cheeseburger, no pickles, small fries, right? I was like, yeah, yeah. See, I knew you guys were together. You got it. And so I pay. It's however much. She gives me my card back, and then she started venting to me and is like, it's just things suck here. We're just moving real slow. Some people are new to the job. The cook is out, so we're trying to figure all this ourselves out. I was like, what? Okay. If you're going to give me food, don't tell me the cook is out. Also, what does that even mean? Are you telling me the Jack in the Box has a cook? And it's not just, assembling, putting things in right places and then putting them together. You're telling me a person trains to be specialized in assembling that food, crafting that food? It's weird. When you say that you have a cook at a Jack in the Box, it makes it seem like there's some heart put into that food. And there might be. But by that, I mean there might be an actual cow's heart. Like, I don't know what part of an animal they use when they make that food, but you're probably like, oh, heart, that's blood, sweat, and tears. No, there's literal blood, sweat, and tears put in that thing. And it's all from different sources. And to tell me that, a chef is in charge of that, that's ludicrous to me. But now hearing that you guys are trying to figure out that role to give me the food that I'm about to consume on a 45-minute drive home, that's bonkers. You've heard it, right? Ignorance is bliss. Don't tell me. Don't tell me that the place that serves food doesn't have the person that knows how to handle food. They're going to give me my food. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. Tell me everything's okay. I know I just waited in line for 40 minutes. Just let that be up to my imagination. Don't confirm anything, okay? Because up until that point, I was like, I'm looking forward to a cheeseburger. And it's going to be prepared by Jack in the Box, who, has chefs, has a cook. And I'll be on my merry way. I'll eat that. I'll go home. It'll be great. I'll listen to, old school Nicki Minaj, and it'll be great. It'll be a great 40 minutes. Don't tell me the chef is out. What? Now I'm freaking out. This is a very low stress, enjoyable drive. Just got, high stakes, man. I don't know what's going to happen. So anyways, she gives me my bag. I go to some parking lot, and I open the bag, and I should have checked. But I was already like, you guys got your handful. I even said, she gave me my food, and I said, thank you so much. Good luck for the rest of the night. And I could tell she was like, what? I was like, you guys are doing great. Just, sorry, I'm going to leave. I was like, just saying good luck, put even too much more on her plate. I shouldn't have done it. I was overstepping my boundaries, really. I should know. You know when to shut up, Gauruv, okay? Say your piece and get out of there. So I go to this parking lot, and I open the bag, and I should have checked, because there's no fries in there. So I'm like, you know what, that's fine. This is good. You don't need fries, because, I'm trying to get that summer bod, and you're like, summer's almost over. I mean, next summer, okay? Next summer. And if not next summer, the one after, okay? Some summer, okay? I'm working towards it. Shut up. God. Anyways, it's good. I don't have fries. I don't need the extra LBs on this frame here. That wasn't a thing. I don't know what I just said. But there's a burger, so I'm like, that's fine. You know what? That's really all I need to get me to the end of the day. It's 10:30 at this point. Really, I just need something to get me home and in bed. And then that's it. So really, a burger will suffice. I don't know if you remember from my order earlier, but I got a cheeseburger, no pickles. Well, I ordered a cheeseburger, no pickles. I unwrap this burger. And I'd never seen anything like this. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. All I saw was just cheese spilling everywhere. And I don't mean cheese spilling in a liquid form. I mean there were Kraft singles slices, but just why were there so many of them? It was weird. It was a double cheeseburger, but it was a double cheese burger. It was a burger with double the cheese. And that's great because, on paper, that's more than I paid for. But it's already less than I paid for because I forgot my fries. So really, I'm the loser in all the situations. And I'm looking at this thing, and it looks so flimsy. I feel so bad. It probably got picked last in dodgeball growing up. It doesn't look like it has any structural integrity to it, It's sad. In a word, it's sad. I didn't even really see if there was burger meat in it. So I had to do some investigative journalism or investigative work, detectivism. And I had to, spread the buns. It's a PG channel. Spread the buns, hamburger buns, to check if there was meat in it. And upon further review, I did see there was meat in it. I did a little touch test. It wasn't that warm. You know how food is warm? It wasn't. But I was like, I don't want to go now to In-N-Out. It's so they're going to have a long line too, and it's just going to be a whole thing. I'm just going to eat whatever I can eat of this, and then let's just get out of here. Let's go home and go to sleep. I took a bite, and the first bite I took, I was like, oh my God, I think I just poisoned myself. I've gotten food poisoning before, 3 times from the same Taco Bell. Yeah, why do you keep going back? It's Taco Bell, okay? It's part of the game, okay? It's roulette when you eat food there, that you're going to get food poisoning or not, okay? It's part of the experience, okay? You get a Baja Blast. Hopefully that'll make the food poisoning subside quicker. That's just what you do. It's part of the American dream. I don't know if you guys know that. It is. It's written in the fine print at the very bottom. Part of the American dream is going to a Taco Bell, thinking it's authentic Mexican food, and then getting poisoned by it. Oh, it happened again? You're going to still go there. and get poisoned 2 more times. Or should I say 2 Moss times? Live Moss. That's what Taco Bell always says. So I've gotten food poisoning before, but you never taste it in the moment. Like if you eat food and it's going to poison you, you don't know it until later. And then you really know it. This burger, I took a bite of and I was like, this feels like I got poisoned. Like this truly feels like my insides are going to conspire against me and fuck some shit up down there. Like this is like, end of a work day, you work 8 to 5. This is like at 4:40, someone being like, hey, can you do this? And it's like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like I was just gonna, but then you just get this workload and you got to go through it. So I send it down. I only eat like half of it before I realize, okay, half is enough to just tame the appetite and probably not poison myself too bad. So I just take the other half, I put it in the bag and wipe my hands and I'm on my merry way. Luckily, didn't get poisoned. Didn't hear back from that burger, I put the call out, left a voicemail. I didn't hear back. Perfect. That was best case scenario. Burger went down, never see him again. It's kind of like when someone comes up to your house with a clipboard and you're like, hi, are you interested in? And you're like, nope. It's best case scenario. You never hear from them again. Okay. They're just gone. And then they mark your house as, yep, that's an asshole. Don't go there. That's best case. Now, Garb, why are you telling us this story again? Like, what are you trying to work towards again? Oh, the time you cried? Right. Yes, the 3rd time I cried. We're getting there. Well, I wanted redemption. This Jack in the Box experience was real poor. I don't know if you got that from the vibe of the story, but it wasn't a great experience, So, redemption time, okay? I can't remember if it was... Oh, no. It was Friday. So, Friday, I go back to Jack in the Box. I'm like, all right, game time, baby. Let's do this. Let's get what we came for. I do the same order, cheeseburger, no pickles, small curly fries, treat yourself now. You earned this. And then, 5-piece mini churro, small Sprite. That Sprite, if that was small, that's like when that Sprite was like, the 37-year-old on the middle school AAU team. There's no way that's a small. That was so big. But I'm not complaining. And they completely just flawless execution on the order. They got everything. It was pretty quick. It was decently quick. And I was out of there, I'm driving back to my apartment and that's when it happens. I have one of my Spotify playlists going. I have a playlist for old songs, so you got Mr. Blue Sky by the Electric Light Orchestra. You got Eye of the Tiger by, I don't know who wrote that song. That's really embarrassing. You got some stuff by Queen. You got Take On Me by Aha. It's the whole package. But also mixed in there is a couple of Shrek songs, I Need a Hero. That's in there from Shrek 2. And then there's also these two songs from the same anime. The SpongeBob anime. I don't know if you watched it. But there's Gary's Song and Best Day Ever. Both of these are on my oldie playlist. And I'm driving to my apartment and Best Day Ever comes on. And I don't know why, but in the first 5 seconds of that song, I started crying. I just lost it. I don't know. I was in a certain headspace and that just it pushed the right button and Waterworks. It wasn't like Waterworks, like I wasn't sobbing, like I said, but like one tear from each eye. And then I was like real choked up. I was like, oh my God, I turned it up a little bit. I was like, it's the best day, and I cried. I let it out a little bit. And so that's the 3rd time I cried this week. Was to Best Day Ever by SpongeBob SquarePants from the SpongeBob anime. So yeah, that's a little update on my life. You're welcome. And I hope that gave you whatever you were looking for. And now we're going to go to the notes. because I haven't looked at my notes in a while, and so it'd be interesting to go to them and this is what I write down. You want to know what I wrote down? Yeah, because I'm about to tell you. That's this whole thing. I wrote down, why is wolf pronounced wolf, but golf is pronounced golf? What the hell? Yeah, because, okay, so let's go through the options. You genius, Gauruv. Okay, God, this is, So then I guess what I'm saying is wolf could be pronounced wolf, and golf could be pronounced golf. That's what okay, great. Really glad I wrote that down. But that's weird, right? They're spelled, okay. Just jokes aside, levity aside. That's kind of weird, right? Wolf, golf, English, kooky. Here's something. Ooh, I don't know if I saw this in some capacity. I don't quite remember, so apologies beforehand. But I saw someone refer to themselves as celebrated. Like, I forgot the capacity or when I saw this, but someone referred to themselves and their title as, celebrated blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't think you can say that. That's not it might be true, and maybe it's true. So right on you for self-awareness, but it's dipping a little into the egotistical pool when you say, I'm celebrated. Okay, let's use an example. What is something I do? If I don't know why this would happen. I don't know. This isn't even a thing for a college student to be celebrated, but imagine me being like, my name is Gauruv Virk. I am a celebrated UC Davis student. What? What did you just say? You're a celebrated UC Davis student? Are other people not celebrated? Are you having a party? Is it your birthday? Is that why you're celebrated? Oh, it's your birthday today. That's why you're celebrated. Oh, so tomorrow you won't be Got it. That was just kind of a weird way to say that. Okay, just making sure. Oh, no, you're celebrated every day? You're just that self-important? Okay, cool. Yeah. No, cool. Got it. Okay. How does someone feel comfortable saying that? That's really bold to be like, yeah, this is me, Gauruv Virk, celebrated real estate agent. What? I would never buy a house from me. If I did that, I'd be like, nope, sorry. I'm not going to buy a house from a guy that probably has most celebrated real estate agent bumper sticker on his goddamn minivan. No, I think I'm going to go somewhere else with that. It's well, no, I actually don't have a minivan. My wife took it when she left me. So I actually, I Uber everywhere, actually. Yeah. I did the cost benefit analysis. It'd be stupid of me to get a car, actually. So, yeah, I bet you look, mud on your face. I don't know the saying, but mud on your face. Aren't you silly, huh? Pie on your face? Pie on your face? Yeah. Pie on your face. I bet you look silly, huh? Bet you didn't know my wife left me. Now you look foolish. Ha! Idiot. Yeah, I'm way cooler than you, okay? My wife left me and I'm celebrated, so I'm doing a lot better than you. Yeah, I can't imagine why someone would say that. I can imagine why someone would say that, have the credentials to say it. I don't know why someone would, basketball, follow through and actually say that. That is ridiculous to me. What are you doing? That's not a thing humans do. Self-proclaim that they're celebrated? Ugh. Yuck. I don't know if I talked about this on this podcast already, but some people from my high school got married because, I grew up in a very boring town. So, they were like, let's progress the story a little more. Get married at fucking 20. I have no problem. And, actually, no, I was going to say I'm taking more definite stances. I don't get why young people get married. It seems so stupid. I'm just going to say that. I know this isn't right. I'm just going to say it. It's time to be bold. Be fearless. I don't get why 20-year-olds get married. It's is your life that boring that you got to do that? And that's the thing. If your life is that boring, this is setting such a... I don't know if you guys took health and safety. I took health and safety freshman year of high school. We learned about something called the pleasure meter, or just, the concept of pleasure. And it's like when you get some pleasure and it takes you here, the next time you get pleasure, you got to go up more. And the next time you got to go up more. And then, addiction. And it's like if you have a wedding, like let's see you're living your day-to-day life, like pleasure is like whoop, a little blip here, whoop, and then you get married, boom, that's like pleasure here. And then you go back to your daily life and you go, whoop, okay, now we're here again. What do you do now? That's do some more side missions, do some more side quests, make it, I know it'll be really easy when you do the final boss, but like have some fun with the game. Don't just beat the game by going through the story mode. Yuck. Do some side missions, get this guy named Ronaldo, like some bag of gems and shit. Okay. That translates into, take a vacation somewhere. Maybe not in this climate, not in today's age, but it's like, do other stuff. Don't just like, these people, they took English 12 together, worked some jobs in our hometown, and we're like, yeah, let's tie this shit up right here. What? No, don't. Live a little, man. Like, I'm not saying like, ooh, get around, but like, experience shit. Don't just, but if you found the right person, good on you. Good on you, mate. But, I took AB stats in high school, and statistically speaking, I'm just going to say, the people are like 50% of marriages end in divorce. Well, you know what? These people they're not making that number any better. Okay. That's like when you're training someone, like let's say you're training someone to shoot archery and you're like, okay, so you got the quiver. Sorry. The quiver is the thing attached to your back, which I forgot the name of many episodes ago. I tried to remember what the quiver was called. I think I called it like the holster, which is the stupidest thing ever, but you got the quiver full of arrows. And you're like, okay, now you got the bow in this hand. So just reach back. And then they're like, okay, so I'm just going to. And then they shoot. And then it's like the grounds master was like in the firing range. So they like shot him in the knee. And it's like, oh my God. Like, just listen to instructions. Stop trying to think you have it figured out. And just let me teach you how to shoot a bow. Okay? Stop. You don't look cooler just because you're doing it quicker. There's more chances to get hurt. Marriage is like archery. And that if you don't, take the necessary precautions, you're just going to hurt someone. And it could be you. It could be someone else. Have you ever arched, bow and arrowed? Have you ever done some archery? That shit can really hurt your fingers if you don't do it right. You got to have the right grip on that. You got to know how to finger that shit. Sorry. So yeah. But why did I bring that up? I brought that up because there were these people I went to high school with, and they got married, and they made like this social media post, and they said, congratulations, us. I was like, you're not allowed to do that. You just announce it. Leave the congrats to us, And they're like, no, I guess they don't trust their followers. They're like, I know you guys are going to drop the ball on like telling us woohoo, so we're going to do it to ourselves. Okay. I was like, oh my God, don't say congrats. Look at us. That's like, on LinkedIn. What if people did that on LinkedIn? I got this new job position. Congratulations to me. No. You post on LinkedIn so other people can congratulate you. Do not do that to yourself. It's like if you were just going to say congratulations us, don't post on Instagram. Okay? Just get married and shut up. Plus, you got married at 20. There's going to be another wedding later. Post about that one. That one's going to matter. Not... Oh, shit. This one's just a dry run. This is so you both can have practice. When you actually get married to the person you love, then maybe post about it. I'm just saying, if you got together in Spanish 10, how the fuck is that going to hold steady? I'm an asshole. Okay, sorry. That's why I don't take solid stances on stuff, because then I just look like a bad guy. But that's not a problem, because people have a sense of humor, and they get it. They get I don't mean this. But then it's like, ooh, do they? Do I even get it? Am I joking? Oh no, I laughed a little too hard. Maybe I believe it. No. Yeah. Marriage, am I right? Let's go back to the notes page. We're kind of faltering. Let's see. But that idea, congratulations us, I'm celebrated. Yeah, other people do that, not you. That's like if you got, I don't know if you grew up going to birthday parties, but I went to some. I had my fair share. I'm not exactly a veteran in the birthday party field, but I got frequent flyer miles for sure. And usually at the end of these, you know, young adolescent birthday parties, they give you goodie bags, which is, oh my God, a reason enough to go to that birthday party. Like, yeah, Jump U bounce house place, Bounce U or whatever it's called, the place with all the inflatable structures and obstacle courses. I mean, that's great already, but like to give me a goodie bag at the end, oh my God. And this like real greasy pizza. Oh, and the soda with the crushed ice. Oh my God, now you're speaking my love language. Ooh, oh my God. Pizza, like real greasy pizza and soda with crushed ice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my God. Someone put on best day ever because I'm about to cry from happiness, bro. That's some good shit. But that's already like great, you know? But to put a goodie bag on top of that, girl, you shut up with that, man. Oh my God. But that's like you never get yourself a goodie bag, right? You just kind of take whatever you want from the goodie bags that were assembled. Like, you get 20 of these, 20 of these, 20 of these. Just take however many you want from the group and then assemble the goodie bags. But these people that are like, congrats us, I'm celebrated. This is like them fully making themselves a goodie bag and then like opening it and being like, ooh, I wonder what's in here. No, that's not you. That's not for you to do. That's for everyone else at the party to do. Okay, that's why you're having the party. We're celebrating you. You don't have to do it, asshole. Okay? Let us do that. That's why we're here. I mean, I'm here mostly for the crushed ice, root beer, and the cheese pizza, but I'm also going to celebrate you to make amends, okay? Consider that my vindication for you putting on a bomb-ass party. So don't assemble yourself a goodie bag. When you self-proclaim that you're celebrated and you say congrats us, that's like making yourself a goodie bag. Are we clear? Good. Let's move on. Let's see. Oh my God. I saw this on social media. Malarkey. Bull honky. Just bird shit at its finest. There's some girl I went to high school with, right? I follow her on social media because high school friends of circumstance. You remember that episode? And she went on vacation, to some country she probably shouldn't be visiting because we're still in a pandemic, but she was there, getting her tan on. And she uploaded, a reel of photos, a bunch of photos. And one of the photos was her like laying on, one of those like beach chairs, the real long ones that only probably look normal for like NBA players and that's it. She was lying on one of these, beach chairs and she was reading a book. And I was like, fuck you. No, you're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And if you are, why? Like, why are you going to go on vacation just to read in the sun? I can do that shit any day I want. I can do that literally whenever I want. I mean, not now because it's real smoky, but don't go to this beautiful Shangri-La and fucking read, man. What the fuck? Like, that's insane. That's like going, oh my God, that's like going to a beautiful estate, this beautiful beach resort and getting chicken tenders. Fuck you. No, you can get chicken tenders anywhere. Get to like weird thing, like eat fish babies, fish eggs, caviar, eat that shit up. It probably tastes like garbage, but what are you going to do? Burger King doesn't have that shit. Burger King has chicken tenders, okay? They actually have chicken fries. They look more humanistic, and that's terrifying. Don't you dare get chicken tenders when you can get caviar. Are you going to enjoy the chicken tenders more? Yeah, hell yeah. They're way better than caviar. Fuck caviar. But it's an opportunity thing. You have to do it because you can, And it's the same thing with this book. Don't go and read a book. That's like you going and ordering chicken tenders. Fuck you. Go and like snorkel or something, Go in the beach and just, look at shit. These words on this page are going to be there forever, okay? Or until that book, it's made of paper, because paper supremacy. until the words fade off that page. Those words will be there forever. Those words will be there until they're not, is what I'm saying. But you can always rebuy the book. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Why are people going on vacations and imposing and being like, I read? I got mad because you are reading. This thing you're proving to me, I don't like it. I want you to have a good time. I'm upset on your behalf. I don't want you to read on vacation. You're robbing yourself of your own vacation. And what are you trying to prove? Like, who started that reading a book by the pool at some resort aesthetic? It's stupid. It's dumb. It's not even optimal. Have you ever tried to read when the sun's out? That shit is annoying. Like, get a book light. Like, having a nice indoor light, optimal for reading. Reading in the sun, uneven glare, weird shading, your hair is like, You get real sweaty, so you gotta, like, manage that. Maybe you go for the bare hand, and then you go touch your book again? What, you cross-contaminating monster? Yuck. So don't read on vacation. You can actually. Don't post about it. Because when you post about it, you're trying to prove, like, haha, look at me. I read on vacation. And that's upsetting. That upsets me that you waste your time reading on vacation. Oh, but look, I'm a scholar. I don't care. You're a scholar all the other times of your life, okay? This vacation, what? It's a week? Okay. So 358 of the days, I can't even, that was insane what just happened. 358 days of the year, you're a scholar. Go be a scholar. Fine. Those 7 days, be the dumbest idiot in the world and enjoy yourself. Don't be smart. Turn your goddamn brain off. Do not read. That is the dumbest shit. I know I said I read for fun, but that's because in day-to-day life, reading is fun. Because, like, day-to-day life sucks that bad that even the brief escape into these 20 pages of text is an improvement. But when you're in the fucking, when the sand is so white and the water so blue, don't you dare say reading a book is fun. And especially not in the sun. That is a bold-faced lie. Just like someone saying they're happy to get married at 19 years old. Oh no, I do believe it because I made another joke about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I didn't get to everything on the list, but whatever. I've been talking too much about my real life, I found recently, and just how I don't talk about it. Yeah, it's true. Tejas, I am a very private person, and thank you for helping me articulate that. I didn't even realize that, but that's exactly what it is. I'm very private. And so these past few podcasts, I've just been reiterating, like, I'm private, and so I can't tell you anything. Well, that's stupid. Then what am I telling you? So let's try to go back to, referring to the notes list. That's what helped this podcast. I remember referring to notes. That's how you have more fun with this, because it distracts from real life, and you just get to have a good time. I think it's better for everyone involved. So make sure you submit a meme. We only have 2. I really need, ideally 15 for this to be a good idea. So I need 13 more memes. Can you please help me? I'm going to post about it more, advertise about it more, probably, the week before the due date. That's when we really get them. We all go to school. We know what people do. It's the same. It's a college student demographic. I know how we operate. We're not going to do shit the first week it's due, especially if we're not if we're given 2 weeks, no way we're doing it the first week. So submit a meme. If you can, if you shall, you might win $30, maybe $45, depending on people liking it. And yeah, I didn't make a video this week. Sorry. I have been working on videos. So look out this week for new main channel content. And once again, as always, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. Thank you for listening to this. If you made it to this point, that's insane. And yeah, submit a meme. And I'll talk at you next week. Thank you so much. Awesome. Bye.